Welcome back to the Money Talk series. My name is Clarice and I'm here again with the beautiful Esther. On today's episode, we have a very special guest from the finance department. I'll allow her to introduce herself.
Hello everyone, my name is Fumi. I'm the finance officer here at Regular.
Welcome to the Money Talk series for me. We are
Thank you,
happy to have you
Clarice.
here.
I'm glad to be here.
Now
Thank
let's
you.
dive right into the topic for the day. The topic for the day is exchange rates and pricing.
Mm.
Now I want to know the factors that affect this exchange rate. But I'll start with Fumi because you're the guest on the show. So
Okay, thank you very much, Clarice. So we're
welcome.
talking about exchange rate and pricing, yeah.
Yes.
So we all know that the exchange rate is like different currencies between different countries and all that. So let me just start with the layman. Now I don't know if you've gone to the markets and maybe you wanted to buy something and you asked for the price and then it has increased. Yes, that's like inflation. Inflation is like a very very high increase in price.
Yes.
So, and you tell her that, oh, I want to buy this thing, and you realize that it has increased more than before, and you're like, what's happening? And she tells you that, the dollar don't rise or something like that. Yeah, so we from this example that I gave, you can already know that exchange rate affects pricing across not just corporate organizations, but even small and medium enterprises. And one of the reasons why exchange rate can cause an inflation in price is that for a particular country, if you are importing more goods than exporting, right, it's going to affect your currency because when a nation exports more products that is needed by other countries, there's a demand for your currency. Yes, a high demand for your currency, and your currency is not devalued. So it's really very important that as time goes on, the long-term solution to this exchange rate and inflation in prices is that we actually, export more products than we import in.
Yes.
So very, very important.
Esther.
Okay, I feel like whatever I'm going to be saying is just an add-on because it feels like Fumi has covered the bulk of it. So everyone interacts with exchange rates and there's a direct relationship between exchange rate and pricing. And even though a person, let's say an average person who sells fish in the market might not understand how exchange rate
Actually
works,
works,
Yeah.
yeah.
it does affect pricing across board
Yes.
because whoever is selling anything that a fish woman needs to sustain her own business might be directly or indirectly affected by exchange rate. And what that does is that it increases the cost of living, and when cost of living increases, the cost of course a person wants to add that on to whatever
Right.
profits they will be
Yeah.
making
Mhm.
on the item. So there's just a lot of dynamics that are at work when it comes to exchange rate and pricing. And while we tend to focus on the dollar more, exchange rates affects it. When there is increase in exchange rate, it affects virtually every currency. So the Canadian dollars that used to be exchanged at about three something is currently at 900 today.
Yeah.
The pounds is about 1.5 or
Yeah.
over today. And the thing is, even though we don't even like, there are still, not we don't, but there are still a lot of interactions between these countries and Nigeria,
Yeah.
and it just affects every aspect. Like, okay, so we're not getting this in dollars here, but there's still another currency involved, and as the dollar rises, the price of that rises. So, like Fumi said, the only solution, or the most or the solution that we should prioritize, not the only,
Yeah.
sorry, the solution we should prioritize to fixing the problem of exchange rate is letting our exports exceed our imports, so that there is a balance, a good, not balance now, a good imbalance in the amount of um dollar naira requests in the market. Because if as a country we continue to import toothpicks, exchange rate will continue to rise. And it is funny because I remember a statement. Now I don't want any, there is no, of course, I was going to say there is no political connotation to this, but then there isn't really a way to blur that out. A statement that was made that do you earn in dollars? You don't
Mm.
earn in dollars, you earn in naira. Why are you concerned about the exchange rate? Yes, I earn in naira, but everything, virtually everything that I buy is in dollars. Do you
Mm.
understand?
Yeah.
Everything, even though I pay in naira, there's still a way
There's
that,
still a connection
Yeah,
to the
to
yes,
dollar
going back to the
price.
there is
dollar.
still a connection to the, and it is sad. It is sad, really. I
Mm.
remember
Mm.
wanting to make a payment recently, and I'm paying more than, oh, I'm
The
paying
actual
almost
amount.
double of the
Mm.
actual amount, and this is just from last year to this year. And I just sat down. Something like poverty sat me down.
Sapa.
So it's not poverty anymore, but Sapa sat
Yeah.
me down.
Yeah.
Or is it a lot sat me down and was taking me through it. And
Yeah.
if you can imagine what, and that is the reality of most Nigerians for exchange rate and pricing. We can't, it's not something that we are disconnected from. So we can't just say, the dollar is rising. It's affecting us. For every extra 15 naira the dollar adds on, it affects the life. Somebody goes below the poverty line. Somebody is unable to feed. Somebody is unable to afford an extra meal.
Yes.
Somebody
Yeah.
is unable to pay their school fees just for every extra 15 naira. So I think that we should be proactive. There isn't much. Okay, not like there are things that we can do as citizens, but if those things are not backed up by the government, it won't make much difference
Yeah.
on exchange rate. That is personally how I feel it. You can say Nigerians should set up businesses and all. We do, but there needs to be a governmental backup for those things. Okay, let's take innocent vehicles for example.
Example.
I mean, it's a company that is able to export cars to other parts of the world, and they do, but then there's still a level of government support that they need to draw in for them to increase their exports.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have palm oil, there's still a level of government support that is needed to multiply whatever we are exporting right
Yeah.
now. So I don't know. I'm sure that there are a lot of things that I've touched in
Yeah.
my.
So
Yeah.
for me, I feel that a lot of times I feel the government, they don't really see things from the angle that we, the masses, actually see things. Because if there's an inflation in price, and initially, I don't think it affects the rich ones. It does, but the
It
poor ones or
affects.
the average ones will surely
Mm.
suffer most. I will not even say
Yeah. The
suffer more.
effect will be
No, it,
greater.
it affects everyone. It's just more of who feels the sting
More.
more.
Mm,
Mm.
yes, but
So
I think the average and the poor, I'll not say the poor, but the ones that are not able to provide certain things for themselves, actually, they get to receive the heat more. So I feel that the country or the government should focus more, like you said, exporting goods than importing.
Mm.
Why is that? Because if there are too many imports, it would surely affect us. And as Nigerians, I feel that even minus even the exporting of things and imports, down to schooling, down to our daily living, things are increasing. You can't even enter a bus of 15 naira anymore.
Mm.
for where
They would even insult you. As far as insult, like people that are not even enough, like
even
Yeah.
100 naira
even
here.
100
100 is
naira
now
is like
scarce. Yeah.
it's funny.
Yeah.
And we are feeling this heat. We are contemplating. We are talking. We are making noise, and it feels like nothing is being done about it. And for me, I don't know how it makes me feel bad because over time we are still paid in naira. No one is paid in dollar. Are you paid in dollar? No one
Mm.
is paid in dollar. So either ways, we are earning in naira and we are spending with the current dollar rates. It does not work.
Mm.
Yeah, yes, but I spoke about how we need to increase export and import, and
Yeah.
how the government plays a vital role in that. But I also think that Nigerians, we can do better in buying Nigeria. By buying Nigeria, I
Nigeria
mean,
made products.
yes, buying
Yes.
Nigerian made products, sourcing products locally and buying. Although the dollar still affects that, dollars kind of still affect that either directly or indirectly, but it's cheaper. You understand? When we don't have to rely so much on imported products, many of these things are things that are produced here in Nigeria. Let's buy
Mm.
that one. Let's buy that one
But
first.
not
Let's
all things though.
Yeah, of course, there is hardly any country that does not have something they are exporting anyways.
Yes.
But at least there are a number of things that we can buy that are
Mm.
made here in Nigeria. People still go to the market and are saying foreign or local rice. Yeah,
Go
just
for
you
local.
understand. So go for
Before you
local
can afford.
rice. Yes, go
Mm.
for local rice. It will be expensive, but at least there's still a difference. There is no, it lessens the pressure on or the demand for
And I
imported
think that
items.
if people start patronizing like ourselves, like if we start patronizing
Patronizing
the brands
ourselves,
here in
yeah.
Nigeria, we would see that we will actually be okay ourselves. Because if you start thinking of bringing those things down here, do you know how much it costs to even just sell anything? Maybe you're shipping something down here. It costs a whole lot of money. That money, if you invest it in something, that's why I say I'm an Igbo girl. I would like investment. If you invest
Mm-hmm.
in something,
Hmm.
something will usually come out of it. So I usually see a lot of people. It's even influence, peer pressure. Everybody wants to be happening. Everybody wants to be wearing this
Using
top brand,
Yeah.
foreign things,
and also
yes.
Yeah.
you're not thinking of okay, this you're using a top brand, but it's quite expensive. A lot of people cannot even maintain the lifestyle that they're living at this point because a lot of things are going on. Even the same brand that is very that is top. With this whole dollar thing, they will still increase their price, whether I like it or not. So it's really going to
Mm,
Mm.
affect everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. I guess you can say that everyone is contributing to the hike
Yes,
Yeah.
in
in
dollar
price.
rate. Yeah, everyone is contributing, and it is coming back to eat us as an hike in pricing, as hike in pricing rather. So
I just think in summary that this exchange rate and pricing is should be a collective work between the masses and the government. So the masses have their own responsibility. The government also has their own responsibility.
Okay, so I also want to say something, right, before I round this off. This is something that I feel that we humans, or let's say the government, can actually do. There are some countries, and let me not even point out any country, but there are ways you can actually help individuals. There are people that come out with very good talent, and there's nobody to support. Now,
Mm.
sure that the government, we have the use of social media these days, and where you can easily see talented people doing so well. Someone can be coming out, someone can come out with a nice idea of, oh, I know how to, create a bag, or I have an idea, and everybody is just mute to that person. Do you know how things are? So I
Yeah,
feel if we try as much as possible to help one another, invest in people. If you can invest in people's, handwork or talent, I think Nigeria will be a better place for everyone to live in.
true, true.
Okay, come to the end of this particular series. I personally love this topic. I don't know about them, but I'm sure they did. So I'd like you guys to go to the comment section below. Tell us what you like about this section. We are going to give our reply down there. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, follow us. It's a thing to follow us and subscribe to our channel. See you guys next Thursday. Bye, guys.
bye.
Bye.